Right, back at the fire station. I was up here yesterday for some training. And today I'm up for some cleaning. Asked now and then a question about the R.C.U. This is the Eastbourne and Welding RAYNET ECU Emergency Communications Unit. Battery power at the moment is 12.7. I've just come up today to clean it because it's a bit of a state. Hasn't had a good clean for a little while. Dimmer switch there for some lights. Can dim those down, turn them up. But yeah, quite often people want to ask about an ear. There's not really a lot in it. It's basic. There's nothing left overnight. All the radio equipment normally sits on there with a laptop for APRS, power supply on that side, power and antenna sockets this side for radio equipment. And normally we've got, well, at the moment we've got 4 40 amp hour batteries in the bottom there. Wooden cabinet in front of the chairs to house 4 batteries with a 40-watt panel on the roof. But we're taking them batteries out of there and we're going to put one 100 amp hour battery in here. So at the moment, not installed, and then the other 100 amp hour battery is going to go in here. So this one will run the radios, and the other one will run lights and accessories. So we've got one dedicated just to radios, and that's going to go. There was a charge controller yesterday. We got a new charge controller, 20 amp, but you can put 2 batteries in it, so it charge up 2 separate batteries. That was it yesterday. I've got some pictures I put on Facebook. There's the new solar panel, 120-watt panel. It's about 5 foot by 3 foot. Should get just under 20 amps on a good day from that, which the most the R.C.U's ever pulled is 11 amps. Magnetic whiteboard there, focus phone, and a whiteboard there, also magnetic. Overhead locker, just full of paperwork and maps, all our login and message paperwork. Incident officer jacket, whoever's in charge of R.C.U for an incident has to wear that. Hopefully I'll never have to wear that. Pens and stuff for whiteboards, pens and pencils. The old radio used to sit on here, all the official notepads and stuff. And at the bottom, maps and stuff, loads of maps for the events we do and cover, ones we repeat, and just general maps. They can go on the magnetic board, and then we've got all our call signs and ambulance, buses, police, start sweeper can be put on the map. And everyone can be followed. Wiring diagram there for the electrics, how the van's wired up at the moment. The trailer. Not going to try and zoom in too much, there's a lot of personal information on the board there, names and phone numbers. And that's it. Now we've got, I forget the name of it now. We've got a new bit of equipment that's going in here soon. It was installed yesterday temporarily, but nothing's left in there overnight. There's no radios or anything. So you have the radio there, and then the logger here, or the other, yeah, the radio there, and the logger this side, laptop, and then we've got an iPad to go on that side. More sockets there for power. So anyone wants to look at the information on the screen, can just stick their head in the door and have a little look to save them physically coming in. Just shelving down there for ropes and cordage and power leads, accessories we may need. Nothing of any value, just literally the number plate for towing. We've got 2 or 3 different vehicles that tow, so number plates on there. Bits for testing the lights. Antennas for the mast, and a handful of collinears for the fixed mount. We've got body mount antenna sockets on the roof, and then a backup dual band 270 there. Drive on footplate, telescopic mast. Don't quote me, I think it's 10 metres. Doesn't say, but yeah, 10 metres telescopic aluminium pipe. Goes in the front, we've got a bracket at the top at the front there to clip it to. And then we can slot on the white sticks if we use the mast. Coat rack and bungees. Bungees to hold the door, hold the antennas down. Ladder sits here, normally ladder's at the front. Ladder gets bungeed down over the mast so the mast don't roll around, the ladders don't fall over. Spare wheel, again, spare bit of carpet. Yeah, nothing too exciting. These are all marine LED lights. We've had trouble in the past, different lights have been on, different ratings for waterproofing, they're all crap, so we've got some marine ones which are submersible. And with the submersible ones we should get no more water getting in. Again, external sockets here for antennas, so we can run left and right antennas for what's on the roof. Crude bracket there, it does a job, and then the driver mast just goes down the bottom. Not too much to show you. Plate on the top, oh, we've got the sun, 2 of these. And a solar panel at the rear. I'm trying to lean over and not fall, but I'm blinded by the sun. Got new signs in order because these are getting a bit faded. Well, that one is. This one's fine. But I'm just going to try and clean off all this crap on here. So not had a good wash for a while. Got some markings here, moss growed in there. But yeah, we've only got access to cold water, so I've got 3/4 of a cold bucket of water, courtesy of the fireman's hose over there, which is fun to use. Haven't used one of them in a few years. And then 2 litres of water boiling on the kettle, courtesy of my kitchen in the boot. Can always have a bite to eat while I'm here. Still got a shed load of food in the back of the van, you never know. So that's the R.C.U. for the Eastbourne one. Other counties and groups have got caravans, similar trailers. I can't remember the name of the company now. Someone donated 25 grand to some other group, and they've spent 25 or 250,000 on a massive purpose-built wagon, like a bus, being all kitted out. Well, this trunking up here, this is all relatively new. Just to house LED lights, and the wires for the antennas are up there, and the solar panel wires used to come through there, but now they're external. Now we've got a new roof, we're not drilling any holes, everything runs down the side of the unit through the floor and back up. I drilled all the holes underneath here a while ago for the batteries and the antennas. It was upside down, in all sorts of weather, drilling holes in the bottom of this. More trunking there for the internal wiring. And that plastic box there's housing for the fuse box, because it's like a digital, not fuse box, a digital dimmer switch. So if we run off mains power, this will charge the batteries. So we can run off mains, run off battery. That's just fuse box and all the wiring, and not really anything in there in that big box. That's for the wires. Everything that's small voltage comes off out of there, goes into that small telephone junction box, and pretty much all the small appliances come off the small wire in there. Door stuck now. So yeah, we're just trying to find a free day where we can come up and install a panel of new batteries and do all the new wiring. Used to have a pump up telescopic mast on there. Hydraulic thing with a pump in there, and then it would pump up through the roof. But yeah, the hydraulic mast was causing problems in frosty conditions and need a lot of maintenance, so to get rid of costs we got rid of the telescopic pneumatic mast the hole in the roof, put a new roof on. Oh, got a car, back in a minute. Now we had a car pull up outside, but nothing for me, next door. So yeah, we only really need 2 chairs. The third one's just a spare chair. We don't like having more than 3 people in it at once. Getting 2 people down here, and a third person sometimes at this end with the maps and so on. Right. Again, just a quick video while I'm up here washing it, waiting for the water to boil. But that's the box trailer. It was purpose built for us. Can't remember the cost, but I think the roof was like 10 grand on its own. Right, I'm going to go and scrape some moss and try and get it a bit shinier. Well, that's all come up a lot cleaner. Most of that's come off. Sprayed it with some pink stuff in it from work. Gave it 10 minutes. Washed it with a bucket and sponge. And I just borrowed the hose over there to rinse it off. Now I've just sprayed all this up. Give it 10 minutes. It's actually black. Yeah, that hose works a treat, but it's a pig to put back. I've got absolutely filthy putting that back. Done the job though. For the rinse off your car, use a fireman's hose. Right, we're finished and it's getting dark. We've been here about 2 hours. This side was a squeeze. I'll clean that though. Got in between all the letters and stuff and down the gaps. But I didn't want to risk rolling it out, so I squeezed in there because I don't think I'll be able to roll it back up. Won't do any more video around that way because the fire brigade have just turned up. Double checking the power's off. Just got to put the ladders away and we have a nice shiny R.C.U. Right, catch you later. Bit dark, but it's definitely clean.